What's happening? Andy here. I am joined today by Jennie Fisher from GreatAmerica Financial. How are you, Jennie?
Good, Andy. Good morning. How are you doing?
I am great. It is always good to see you. I haven't seen you in a little while. I saw a lot of your team and your coworkers over the last few weeks. I was at ITEX and I saw Tanya was at ITEX. I
Yeah,
saw
good.
a whole team of your people over at oh, what was it? It was
Oh, IT Nation. IT
IT
Nation.
Nation Connect. That's
Yeah.
right. Man, they're all blurring together. I can't even remember where I just was. But yes, you had a whole team. You had a little soccer goal set up. People were 3,600 people at that conference, and you had a nice draw. A lot of people coming by your booth. So great to see everybody out and about again. And haven't seen you out though in a little while. What have you been up
Well,
to?
I was out there for a while, but I've been home for a while, keeping my nose to the grindstone at work. So
Yeah, at work. You're
yeah,
working from home today.
I'm working from home today, and really looking forward to January, right? Come January, we've got a lot of industry events going on. So I'll be on the road for a while,
We have
seeing all my
a ton of industry events in January. My January is very busy. Thankful I will be somewhere warm for most, if not all of it. But one of the great places that we will both be at is Scottsdale, Arizona, right? So we will be in Scottsdale January 16th through 18 at the newly resurrected Executive Connection Summit.
Hotel Valley Ho.
Hotel Valley Ho, and one of the most classic, iconic hotels I think I've stayed at in my many years doing this job. It's just very retro, very. I mean, you just expect to see the Rat Pack kind of come walking around a corner. You know, it just looks very Sinatra, Dean Martin-ish, and just a fun place and a great meeting that we've had in the past. And so the consortium is putting together this new ECS, and you guys are the premier sponsors. So tell us about why'd you jump at that? You're the first ones to jump in and say yes, we want to back this. And
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Executive Connection Summit 2022. We're very excited to bring it back. If you remember, Andy, GreatAmerica was a part of the first two summits in 2016 and 2017, and they were fantastic events, right? It was all about innovation and collaboration with some of the right most prominent and forward-thinking industry partners and customers, industry dealers. So looking forward to bringing that back.
Yeah, I have incredible memories from those, and they had such a strong list of attendees, and it was just the draw was really what was going on that stage. You know, to see at one of the meetings, Rick Taylor kind of getting into it with Matt Smith, who at the time was VP at Samsung, and Doug Albrecht was sitting in the middle, holding up his hands like, okay, guys, okay. And it almost, it got a little contentious, which made it a really fun panel to sit and watch. You guys were guest speakers at a couple of those. I think I actually have videos of you doing that. That was when we just started really getting into the video thing. But it wasn't even just the industry people. I remember speakers from Intel, speakers from a lot of outside technology companies that, matter to us. We might not matter as much to them, but, it's Microsoft and just big thought leaders in our world, right? And just to have them all under one roof, competitors were there. There were obviously multiple leasing companies, but there were, multiple hardware companies and multiple software companies, and just everyone kind of put it aside for the most part, while they were there, and maybe not so much on stage, but just a great couple of days. And so you guys were sponsors of both the last two.
16 and 17, yeah. We've got a great agenda that we're baking out here. We've got a few spots to fill yet, but bringing Microsoft back, right? And some companies that you don't see are typically hanging out in this industry. And that's what I like about it. That's what I like about being part of the consortium, right? New innovative ideas coming into our industry.
Yes, and I love that. And that is a big part of, actually, it's the whole part of what's driving this. It's Mike Stramalio has and Stramalio Consulting has pulled together this consortium, and we were early members. You were an early member as well. It's really built up into quite a list of vendors, OEMs, not necessarily hardware companies, but a lot of software companies, a lot of good partners for dealers that you would recognize, and then some new ones that we'd never heard of. And then on the other side of this, we've really pulled together some really strong dealers of all sizes, big dealers, Dex and POA, and smaller, medium-sized dealers. So we got, kind of both sides covered. You're hearing issues and you're hearing about, what's happening out there with all these vendors, what they're seeing, but then you're hearing it from the dealer side of it, which is really nice. And I would think the dealers are going to have a much bigger part in this year's ECS, both hopefully from panels, but also from, a speaker standpoint. And, because that's the best is for us to hear, right? What's going on in their world?
Absolutely.
Where are they going? What's happening? And
and even just through best practice sharing opportunities, right? Sessions. So, I mean, it's all about innovation starts with collaboration amongst the best, right? And that's what this is about. So we've got some of the best technology providers coming together. And you've got a lot of technology resellers, right? Our customers coming to the event to be able to learn from some of the best, right? And to share their ideas as well. So we're pretty excited about it. Mike Stramaglio always does an incredible job on the marketing side. And he's really the icon that's brought this together, right? We're just here to support and be a part of it because we know how valuable it can be for our customers and the industry that we serve. But I will say the interest is incredible. Have you signed up yet, Andy?
I did sign up. I have my flights booked.
Good deal.
I have my hotel rooms secured. So I am not going to get locked out of that hotel. I don't want to have to stay anywhere else, right? Because I have a feeling if you're late, that's what happens.
Right.
It's not a big hotel.
We have gotten quite a number of participants signed up. So it's filling up fast, I'm telling you.
Now, how many people do you think you guys are going to send?
We've reached out to probably 30 to 50. I know that's a wide range, right? 30 through email and then word of mouth through conversations. So. Wow.
Well, it should be an awesome event. It really is. I remember writing after the last one, it was one of the best events of the year. It always is. And it's just because it's such a who's who, right? I mean, you get leaders from all these different companies. You get senior executives from all these different software companies. And then on top of it, putting this panel of dealers together, this board, if you will, right? Of 15, I think it's 15. I lose track sometimes, but I think we've got 15 of them signed up. And just to put them all in one room with an agenda that's, really well thought out. And then in the backdrop, we're going to be in Arizona in January. So I know that is very nice for you. It's very nice for me.
It's getting chilly in Iowa, Andy. I need to get out of here.
Freaking cold here. It's 30 something. It's going to be, we were supposedly going to get some snow today. So we'll see what happens. I'm looking for trips, man. I'm looking for that trip to Arizona. I'll be going out there a couple weeks in a row, actually, just for some other dealer visits and whatnot. But a little shout out to ITG Arizona, right? So that's who I'll be visiting there. But just a really, really great start to the year. I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see you and your team. You are one of the perfect companies, I think, to be driving this and leading the charge. You guys are always forward thinking. You're always, willing to commit to events like this where, there's just a greater good, if you will, just sort of, it's not about Great America. It's not about, my company or any of the companies that are going to be there. It's just the networking that goes on and who you're going to get to see and what you're going to learn. Just an incredibly valuable few days. If you're on the A list and you get an invite, you get your golden ticket, I would say jump on it. And hopefully I will see you in Arizona. Jenny, I will see you in Arizona. So thanks so much for taking the time to do this.
Yeah. Hey, Andy, is that a new hat you're sporting there?
This is an old hat. This was a special edition for the Australian Sharp visitors who came up at the last Sharp dealer meeting. And I think that was 2019, right before the whole world ended, right? So this was a fancy one. I do have a Great America one over there. I should have worn that one. You guys were very generous to sponsor this.
I hear there's somebody else in the industry donning a new hat. So good.
No, there's only one hat. There's only one hat out there, right?
Andy, if I could, I'd like to take a moment just to express my condolences to you and the PAC at the loss of Mike Christensen this weekend. I was very sad to hear that. And I know being a part of the PAC for several years now, I was very fortunate for the opportunity to get to know Mike personally. And just want to genuinely sincere gentleman, one of the best in the industry and one of the best in the world. And so my thoughts and prayers go out to you and the PAC and to Mike's wife, Donna, and his family.
Thank you, Jenny. Yeah, I'm going to put something out later today, and it's been a very rough couple of days for all of us. So thank you for saying that. Yep. And thank you so much for this. And on that note, wishing you a good holiday and a safe holiday. And we will see you soon.
Thanks, Andy. Good seeing you.
You too, Jenny.